I'm a great believer. I believe everyone that's involved in my life, one day or the other, will betray me. I believe that. I'm totally believe that. I'm just totally in all and believing that. And other people say no, 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 but that's what I believe.
If you believe that, you must be unhappy.
No, I'm not unhappy. I'm just aware of my circumstances.
Not unhappy on the fact that you don't have ultimate faith in other people.
But Allah is the only faith, because you must understand, from someone being in prison, maybe I wasn't astute enough to learn it outside, but being in prison, I know human beings are capable of anything. That's why when a cop arrests one of his friends, he said, Bill, you gotta be kidding. Bill said, well, he doesn't even call him, well, Mr. Johnson. He doesn't even call him Dave no more. It's Mr. Johnson, because he knows, he's taught that human beings are capable of doing anything because we have no control over ourselves. We don't have no simple control over our feelings or emotions.
There's a hearing coming June 13th. We're going to talk about that. We'll be right back.
The legendary...
On June 13th, Alan Dershowitz, friend of mine, says, we got another hearing coming for you in Indiana. They're going to hear the appeal. I think, let's try to get this right, that you're claiming that the prosecutors knew the woman who accused you was also considering suing you. Are you hopeful of this hearing?
Hey, I don't hold my breath for this, okay? I don't hold my breath for this.
Have you been disappointed?
Huh?
Did you think you'd be overturned?
Listen, can I tell you something?
Please.
I accept the good, expect the worst, okay? When the good happens, it happens, you know what I mean? But listen, I don't expect anybody who put me in prison, if someone puts me in here, and the more polite I am to and the kindness, the more I lay back, that's not gonna make them take their foot off their neck. It's gonna make you wanna crush them more. If you're in a fight with somebody and you hurt them, the objective of the fight is not to back off and let them recoup. The objective is to smash into oblivion.
But the law says if you made a mistake, you rescind.
Whose law said that? The law of the United States?
Yeah.
Or who controls the law of the United States?
Legislatures?
Yeah,
Supreme Court?
legislators that have their own agenda. Laws mean nothing. You give me the currency of a country and you can make all the rules in the world. And that's all that matters. Who's in control?
So then you'll be surprised if this hearing comes out in your favor.
Absolutely.
Even though you have a very upbeat lawyer, you know, Mr. Dershowitz is...
He's something else, isn't he?
Gotta like him, right?
Hey, you know what I mean? He's a good man. He does his job very well. But we're dealing with a circumstance way beyond him doing his job. We're going beyond the facts. When you go to facts, the facts is something that, and when you say the fact is something that's evidence. But you go beyond the facts, and what makes it evidence? What makes it evidence that I'm in here is bullshenanigans. I should not be in here.
Do you remain close to Don King?
Don has to know what times comes. I guess my only alliance, my true honesty is to Allah. And not to no other Muslim, not to no set of Muslims that come say he's a Muslim now, he with us. You know, my loyalty is with, as an individual, is who loyal to me. My first loyalty, my first obligation is to Allah.
Riddick Bowe said to me, Riddick Bowe's manager said to me, that when you get out of prison, and he expects that to be with time off, probably within a year, he expects that you will fight, and that if you eventually get into a fight with whoever is heavyweight champion, it will be the largest pay-per-view, the biggest draw, the biggest attended fight, whether it's Michael Moore, Holyfield, Bowe, ever. Would you agree with that? Financially.
I don't know. I don't need much. You know what I mean? Less is more to me. I've been through that before. I've been through the big super mega bucks before. You know, maybe, you know, people say it's the state I am now, but I'm just more conscious of my security with myself, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So that doesn't intrigue you, the thought of a biggest money fight ever?
No, it would intrigue me more than that, just to win. It would intrigue me more than just to find it. I would just like to win, you know what I mean? And I think that's probably why I'm the way I am, you know what I mean? It's against everything Allah believes to be as vain as I am.
We'll talk about that. Michael's, I guess, is Mike Tyson. He's coming back. Go away. Since you're a fan, let's look at the division a little. Are you surprised? Were you surprised that Moore beat Holyfield?
I haven't seen the fight, but I was surprised, yeah. Because from what I remember of Michael Moore, and I remember Van Holyfield, and if I was to put the two fighters in my mind and let them fight, I would think Holyfield will win.
So you're surprised?
Yes.
There are thoughts Mora said he may quit.
Mora?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He said that he doesn't need it either. He said there's other things in his life.
Well, then, it's his decision to do what he wants. But I'm sure there's people that have his ear that won't allow that to happen.
He will fight.
That's only on him. I'm just giving you my opinion on that issue.
Who's the best of those out there?
Man, there's so many good fighters now. This new gentleman from Detroit, Gerald McClellan, I believe his name, McLean. I've seen some tapes of him, just from highlights, and he seems like a dynamo.
Leonard Lewis?
Lennox Lewis, yeah, he seems like he's doing well also.
Do you like Riddick Bowe?
I love Riddick Bowe.
You're friends?
Yeah.
Did you grow up together?
We went to school together.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah.
Two heavyweight champs in the same school.
Yeah, no, but it was like that before, like in the 20s, guys grew up together, like in the same neighborhood, like Benny Leonard and Sammy Mendel were to fight against them from the same time, even though Benny Leonard was a little bit before. These guys, they
New York
grew up,
club fighters.
Yeah, they all knew each other.
Would you fight Bowe?
I don't know. Can I tell you something? That's one thing that I would take different. I probably, at this stage of my life and being as conscious as I am, I don't think I would. I don't think I would.
Because you like him?
As a matter of respect, see, and people wouldn't understand that.
So the purpose is to hurt him, and you would have to hurt Riddick Bowe in order to beat him, and you don't want to hurt him.
He would have to try to hurt me.
Yes.
And
why should two friends hurt each other?
That's what I'm trying to say now. It's just too disrespectful. The only reason you put your hand on somebody, even in a street fight, if you're conscious, is because you have no respect for them. Like kids fight because we don't know any better. But as grown men fighting, if they're conscious, the only reason I'll put my hand on you is because I have no respect for you if we have a fight. And I feel that's the same way, and it goes between personal and business. Before I used to say it's only business, but I think it's personal when two people who admire one another like that fight.
Do you want to hate your opponent?
No, because it's discipline. Listen. How could you be upset with a person? You don't know me from a can of paint.
So we're fighting. How could I be mad at you?
That's why you have to be a highly disciplined athlete to understand this is a job. I mean, regardless who it was, this is a job. We have to fight. But I just find it, I mean, people may say it's unprofessional. I just can't picture myself fighting Riddick Bowe. He's been more than a gentleman to me, and I have done things that was out of gentleman character in the past to him. And he just wooed me. Yes.
Fighting Mora or Lewis or Holyfield, no problem.
No problem at all.
Okay. When do you expect to get out? Let's say appeals don't work.
Hey, next year.
Next year?
June,
with time off, right?
Yeah, no, with June. I believe with June. This next June coming up on March, I believe that's the end of my sentence.
Because of the 6 years, you get time off, don't you?
Yes, 3 years.
3 years off, so.
Yes.
What is the first thing you're going to do?
I want to take a bath.
You don't take a bath here?
No, we take showers.
Or you're a bath taker?
Yeah, like
There's two kind of people in the world, bath takers or shower
I'm a
takers.
bath taker.
You're a bath taker.
Yes.
First thing is take a bath. And go where? Where do you want to go?
Hey, man, I've lied to you if I tell you anything after that. I've lied to you.
But you don't know?
Yeah, because I have a totally different perception of even sex. You know what I mean? I feel sex is for somebody that accomplished, and you have to earn, you have to reach a pinnacle for sex. You have to work up something has to be accomplished in order. I always look at that as something as a reward. You know what I mean? I don't look at sex as just, you just have sex out of the blue.
I wasn't thinking of that.
But I was.
I was. What place would you go to?
I don't know.
Where do you live, Mike?
Excuse me?
Where do you live?
I live outskirts of Ohio.
That's your home?
Yeah.
That's still home?
Yeah.
So is that where you would return?
Yeah.
And that will be your base of, you're not going to live in Los Angeles or New York?
No, I'm not gonna live there, no.
Do you miss anything about that lifestyle?
No, at first, coming in here, but once you're in here and you're under the circumstances that you are, you find out what that life thought about you and what the people that were involved with that life that was with you at one time thought about you. And you learn to lose, I don't know, maybe love, or you become disappointed in the lifestyle and people that were involved in that lifestyle. So you don't want to go back to it.
Do you keep in touch with people all the time?
Very few.
Very few. You can make collect calls out of
Yeah.
here, right? You can't receive any calls.
No, but one day somebody called me back. One day I picked the phone down, and I don't know what they did. They called me back, and I picked up the phone. Everybody looked and thought it was
You
crazy.
broke the system.
No, I didn't break the system. They asked the operator to break the system.
How often can you see visitors?
Usually every day or once every 14 days for the same visitor. Like if you were to visit me now.
I can't come back for 14 days.
Yeah.
Do you, and you have the right to refuse to see someone, right?
Yeah.
Do you stay in shape? Obviously, you look in shape. Do you work out?
Yeah, I do basic shadow boxing, running. Because I love it, man. See,
There's no boxing in here, is there?
No. I love to work out.
You like workout. Do you get outside much?
Yeah, we run outside.
There's a there are in the new crime bill. There's lots of things going on, and one of the things being proposed is stopping gymnasiums in prison. That exercise equipment and the like is a plus. It shouldn't be given to a convict.
Listen, you must understand. Like I said, this is the. Let's look. For instance, I have a class that I go to. It's economics class, right? And in this class, let me see, is it economics or is it government? But regardless, and it shows the three systems. It shows the Japanese system, it shows the German system, and it shows the American system. And talk about preschool kids, when kids get out of high school and they look for a job. They have contracts, Japanese people, with the government. They have a contract with Mitsubishi and Toyota and Honda have contracts with the school. The smartest students are guaranteed jobs. And sometimes they come to the principal and say, come on, we need more students. And he's negotiating students for jobs. As if it's like a deal. We're negotiating. Well, no, you can't get him. No, we're not going to we got to have that many students unless you have to guarantee more jobs and then we could skip some up. But here, big business, and in Japan, the parents are involved with the education, what school they go to, what job they get, and it's just an involved environment. In America, big business is prisons. They make rules for prisons, and of course they're not going to let a person. Now they're trying to stop, I believe, education in prison as well. So they're going to get a prisoner here. They're going to get him adapted to this circumstance. Then when he go back into society, he won't be able to cope. So he has to come back to the revolving door situation.
And you think they want him to come back?
Oh, it's fine. At $40,000 a year, $30,000 a year, do you think you would like? Say someone has 30 years, and you give him, and you get $30,000 a year. And if that's over $1 million, $1.5 million, so to speak. And what do you think? You think the government's going to give that up?
Wouldn't you say a gym is necessary, though? I mean, just basic health?
There's nothing necessary but God. You know, I mean, they may think they need it from time and time, but there's nothing necessary. There's nothing that you need. The confined body and the free mind is the most powerful element in the world because you could be what you want to be all day long.
You read Arthur Ashe's Days of Grace, right?
Yeah.
I think it so moved you. It's one of the most important books in your life.
I was talking to a guy who I like here very much, and somebody had sent me a book about Arthur Ashe. I had to send it back, though, because I couldn't keep it. The author didn't send me. And he said, what's that, Arthur Ashe? He said, ain't he a Tom? Ain't he? I said, no, he's a great man. Then I explained to him. He said, really? But he was a great man, and you know what else? Only thing I didn't disagree, he never said he didn't like confrontation.
No,
he didn't like confrontation.
That surprised you in him, because he was a great competitor.
And I'm different. I go right for your throat.
Oh, I know that.
I just go right for your, not only in fighting, but just in life, I just go right for your throat. Especially if it's a point where you violated somebody else's feelings or mine. You know what I mean? And that's what I liked about him, because he cared. He was a human. You know what I mean? He's a human. He went through life with a human outlook on life.
But I'll give you a human thing you must miss: cheering.
Were people cheering for me?
When the cheering stops. It was a great book about Woodrow Wilson when he left the presidency. You must miss that.
Can I tell you something now? Praise be to Allah, I cheer for myself 100 million times a day in my mind. To me, I'm my biggest fan. There's nothing in the world better than me. So I don't think about that. Those guys really don't know what they're cheering for. I know the total me, and I know why they should be cheering, but they don't know they cheer for the knockout. That's all. They cheer for the knockout and the performance. I cheer because I know who I am.
They're not cheering you, the man. They're cheering you, the punch.
Not at all.
One other thing. Did you go right into training?
Hey, I
gotta think about it.
I don't even make that assessment yet. I don't even conceive leaving this place.
Okay, but
yet.
28, 29, you're going to be in prime, right? That's an athlete's prime when you get out of here. I mean, you should be at right prime of your fighting ability.
I'm in the prime as far as my thinking capacity, and sometimes I shadow box and say, God, I didn't know that much. I didn't know this, and I think it falls into place naturally, doesn't it? And I don't know. I would love to fight it under the proper circumstances, but like I said, I've been robbed and abused and taken advantage of all my life and lied to. I'm not going back into that same predicament again. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm gonna have a family. And I'm gonna have children, and I have to set an example for that.
And what do you want to do when that greatest skill you have to box goes away?
Well, we'll deal with that when that happens. You know what I mean? That eventually something's going to be dealt with about that. But you know what I mean? The main objective is to take care of what happens, and that's just to make sure people that I care about are loved dearly and taken care of.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Mike Tyson. We'll be right back.